So looking back over the last 10 years, we're really proud of what Kane's achieved in Queensland, with over 200 projects delivered in southeast and regional Queensland across all sectors. So as a builder, our milestones are usually measured in their projects. So one of the first projects we picked up was Old Government House at QUT, which is an iconic project in Queensland. And the other big project was where we are now in King George Square, which really put us on the map in southeast Queensland. When we built our office in Albion, we really felt like we were secure in southeast Queensland. We'd put down our roots, we had a home. The other important thing about building our own office in Albion was that it sent a signal to the market that we were here for the long term. It had architectural merit, it won architectural awards, it was a 5-star Green Star building, and it was a fun job to do. The other thing we realised pretty early on our arrival in Queensland is that the regions are very strong. And we identified the Sunshine Coast region as an area that we were keen to be involved in. And now we have several teams that live and work up on the coast. We've had consistent projects up on the Sunshine Coast for the last 6 or 7 years, and that's been fantastic.
Well, the first job that we did in Brisbane was actually 3 or 4 years before what's now our 10-year anniversary. And that was the restoration of the dome at Brisbane City Hall. This was a job where, with sort of very specialised technical requirements, heritage work, copper work, roof works. It also had the complexity of operational facilities that we had to work around. And 10 years ago we came back to Brisbane and were invited back by Primary Health to do some work for them. We'd done 3 or 4 jobs in Victoria and New South Wales, and we had this feeling that with a Melbourne established branch, Sydney branch, Brisbane ought to be the next place that we open an office. That was really what prompted us to say, let's open a branch here. We decided that we'd put in place all of the necessary procedures and start attracting the right sort of people. A couple of people moved up from Melbourne and strangely have not returned. Been very happy here. And then we implemented very early in the piece cadetship and apprenticeship programs, which have been fundamental in all of our offices, the way we like to do business, the way we like to build teams. Queensland branch is now an integral part of Kane nationally. We turn over $600 million a year. We have 335 employees. We have 80 jobs currently in construction across Australia, and Queensland office delivers above its weight as a proportion of all of those metrics.
So as well as delivering significant civic projects like King George Square and Anzac Square just up the road, we've delivered a lot of heritage projects, including City Hall, Old Government House, the Roma Street Station, which is Australia's oldest active railway station. We're also very strong in health and education projects, so with work for Queensland Health and various private hospitals and numerous schools, private and public, across the state. So the GE headquarters project in Springfield was at the time our largest project in Queensland by dollar value, and it was a terrific project for many reasons. It won numerous architectural awards, building awards, as well as becoming a 5-star Green Star rated building. The project was an extremely collaborative process, initially run as a design competition where we partnered with Conrad Gargett, and then through into construction we had a very close relationship with the client, Springfield Land Corporation, and the ultimate tenant, GE. And that ensured that we were able to deliver a building that was fit for purpose. So looking back on the last 10 years, we've met every KPI that we set out to achieve. But what will those KPIs look like for the next 10 years? I suspect they'll be different. As the industry, we're not immune to innovation, and our role in the process of building is changing all the time, and that's something that interests us greatly.